What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be a video dedicated to the Edward Newgate strategy. So Edward Newgate is a leader that's popular right now in the EB01 meta, um, but I have been playing the Dragon deck a little bit, as you can see from my previous video. And I thought that, like, okay, Dragon is probably just a better Whitebeard, but then I started thinking about it for real, and I feel like Whitebeard with Dragon 8-drop is just way better. I'm not sure if, I'm not sure if OP07 meta in Japan or in Asia played this card. I haven't looked at any lists of that strategy in Asia, but I literally took the winning list from the Peoria Regional in EB01, cut a Sanji, cut the little ores, and put in 2 dragons just to try it out. And surprisingly, it's doing pretty well into the meta, as you'll see throughout the game. So let's just talk about the deck profile. So Edward Newgate leader, 4 Sanji 2K, 4 Nami Searcher, 3 Whitebeard 9-drop, 4 Jozu 2K, 3 7-drop Ace, 4 Makino 2K, 4 Marco Blocker, 4 Izo Searcher, 4 Marco Popper, 2 of the Nico Robin that destroys a 1000 or less, 2 of the new Monkey D Dragon 8-drop 9K Rush. On play, give a leader or character up to 2 Rest at Dawn, so it's not locked into revolutionary armies, it's just not searchable, unfortunately. And then Luffy 4 Luffy 5-drop Rush, 4 Radical Beam. I also cut a 2K Jinbei that the regional winner was playing, and replaced it for this because I was cutting 2 1K cards for 2 non-counter cards, so I thought I could turn, in theory you can turn those into 1Ks with this card. So I'm playing an extra one of this and then 2 guard point. So let's get into the games. So this first one is against Lucci. I'm going to choose to go second. I'm not sure if that's correct or not. And then I'm going to play Nami, search for a guard point, pass turn. He's going to swing 8 and I'll take it. Don't really see a reason not to take it there. I'm also not the best red player of all time, so don't criticize me too hard. Gonna go 5 at life with the Nami and then 6 at life with the leader. He's gonna play a Spandam, search for a Khalifa 2K, and then swing 6 into 6. I'm gonna 1K counter that because now I have a Whitebeard. I want to protect my life, so I can hopefully play that. On this turn, I'm probably just gonna play the Marcos, swing 7, pass turn. And then next turn, I'm not exactly sure what I'll do. I'm gonna 2K this 7. Just depends if he KOs this Marco or not. Chooses just to pass with 5 up. I don't know. Whatever. I'm gonna play Nami and take a Rad Beam. And play Makino. Makino boosts up the Nami. Nami swings 7, so I can go 7/7/7 this turn. And still hold up 2 for 2 Rad Beam. He's gonna hit the Ernie's Lobby out of life. Pass turn, I get a Marco out of life. He's gonna go 5 into the Makino, sure. Play the Sabo 8-drop, discard a card to KO I believe a 5 and a 3. He's gonna KO the Marco, and I just have way too many events in hand, so I discard the guard point to save it, and then I'm gonna go 6, play Whitebeard 8. He's gonna go Gecko, and you can already tell that this is over once he decides not to play a blocker. Even if he did play Rebecca, I do have the 1-drop Robin. So he's gonna go 9 into life. I'll just guard point or Radical Beam, 7 at life and 15 at life. So that's that game. Go into another game against Bonney. So this one, I'm going to go first. They chose to go second. I'm going to play the Ezo, take a Whitebeard 9-drop. They're going to play Bonney and search with it. Whenever I was playing this, I thought that they left the Dawn up. They didn't search with it. They left the Dawn up, and I was going to, like, swing 8 with leader, pop the Bonney with Robin. That's why I swung with leader first and left one Dawn open, but I realized they tapped it, so I might as well just swing 3 at it with Ezo. They're going to go 5 into Ezo, sure, and then play Uro, get a Dawn active. I'm going to go 6 into life to play around the leader ability by Bonney, and then play the Luffy afterwards, swing 6. And they're going to take both of those, interestingly. So they must have 8-drop Kid in hand. They're going to play a baby 5. Which once again is poppable with the Robin. And then they're just going to play a Bonney, stun the Luffy, which is fine. Be able to get a Dawn back with Rogue. I guess like the reason why they're playing Bonney there, I don't know why they played baby 5 there, but I guess the reason why they played Bonney there is to, get a 6-drop on board, stun the Luffy. It's pretty good. But definitely should not have played the baby 5 in my opinion. Should have just swung 6 with leader. I'm going to go 6 at life. They're going to discard 2 cards, so now I feel safe. I was like, deciding between Ace and Luffy. I feel safe just playing the Luffy here. Because they obviously don't have any 2Ks in hand. And I can just pass with two Dawn up. They're going to go 6 into one of the Luffys. I'll 1K counter with Ezo. I'm going to go 7. I'll 2K counter with Sanji. And then they're going to play the Basil Hawkins blocker, get a Dawn back with the Urog. Now I can play my Ace safely and hit the 2 blockers, swing 7 with the Ace to play around the leader ability. And still knowing that they don't have any 2Ks, I'll go 6-6. No, 6-7, sorry. Yeah, they're going to block both, which, super value. Now he's going to play Kid. Kid into the Bartolomeo. Kid is a super annoying. He's going to go 6 into one of the Luffys. I'll just block out of that. Yeah. Probably not a high risk decision either way, whether I let it go or save it. But now I'm just going to go 12 into the Kid. They only have 4 cards in hand. They can't block whenever I swing with the Luffy. And then they also have their leader ability, so I have to play around that. And I think 12 could get there, demands at least 3 cards out of hand, and they've shown that they don't have any 2Ks throughout this game, so I think 12 is just the best number to swing in this spot. They're actually going to tap the Luffy rather than the Ace. And then they can't save it. I'm going to go 6 at life with leader, 7 at life with Ace, hold up 4 for all my counter. Probably going to block this. Whether they block or take it, it doesn't matter. Pass turn. They'll go 6. 1K, and they can try to go 15, but I have triple rad beam, guard point, 0 drop, 2 2Ks, so. Actually just going to choose to play 10 drop, which is by far the best play they could have done. Honestly, not the best, like, even if I didn't have a read on their hand, just because I know they don't have any 2Ks in hand, so I know that this 11 is probably good. Even if I didn't have the read in hand, I could have, like, played Marco blocker, swung 8 with leader, get rid of the blocker on their field, and hold up 4 again with the 0 drop. Probably is good enough. But to the next video against Black Yellow Luffy. They're going to choose to go first. Going to take an ace off of that 1-drop event. I'm going to play my Ezo, take a Whitebeard, and then play a Nami, hoping to get a Luffy because Luffy is the best card in this matchup. Gets around all the Sabos, and I do not get that. So they're going to go 7. I'm going to 2K. Counter out now, I guess, while their leader is less than 9. And then I'm going to go 6 of life because I feel like, you know, traditionally you want to starve the Black Luffy deck, but I feel like in Whitebeard you just can't afford to starve at all. Because you're taking your own life, obviously. So I'm going to go 6 at life, play the Marco blocker just to get something on the field, I guess. And they're going to go 9 at life, I'll take it. Could have blocked, but it's whatever. I'm going to go 5 at life with the Marco. 7 at life with the leader, just get super aggressive here, and then play Marco to pop the Garp. They're going to play Flampe, go to 0 life. It feels like a little early to be doing that if they don't have the 2-drops to back it up, but obviously they must. They actually discarded 2-drops so they can use the ability, which is funny. So they're going to play Sabo into Sabo. Actually discarded 10-drop Kuzan. I don't think I caught that in the middle of this game. And then go 11, I'll take it. And now I'm going to hold up the blocker most likely. Rip the Luffy, so that's super cracked. Could go Dragon, but I think I want to hold up Dawn for my Rad Beams. Nope. Choose to go Dragon anyway because otherwise I can't swing this turn because his leader's 9. So I put the 9K on the field, hoping that my hand is good enough to get there with the Marco blocker. I know that like they could Luffy, but that's also 5 Dawn. They're not going to kill me if they only have 2 Dawn open. So yeah, I think they realized that and scoop it up. They didn't have enough 2-drops to play the game after that one turn, which is why I said that Luffy discard was interesting. We're going to go into a second game against Lucci here. They're going to go first, so I'm going second. Going to play the Nami, grab the Luffy, pass turn. They're probably just going to swing 8. There's not much that this deck does. So they're going to swing 5 actually. -1 cost to the Nami. So pretty much just swing 5 so they could trash 2 cards. And then play a Brook to kill the Nami, which I don't think Brook is a very high value in this matchup at all. They have to put 2 Dawn under it just to swing base. So then I'm just going to play the Marco. I don't like Marco is probably not very good into like the black decks, so just playing him force removal so that I could try and keep my other guys alive, like my Luffy, Ace, Dragon. We're gonna go 6 -1 cost to the Marco. I'll counter out of that. I'm not sure what they play for 4 Dawn. Rebecca, grab nothing. Okay. Gonna go 6 into life. They take it 5 into life. Once again, like I said, I don't think the Dragon or the Marco is that valuable because it's just so easily removable. So I swing with it instead of holding it for a block. And right now it's not like recursible anyway, so if they kill it, it's not gonna do anything. And then I'll be able to swing 7 with the Luffy. They're gonna go 5 into the Marco. Yeah, it did its job. It blocked the attack, I guess. Even though it was only a 5K attack. They're gonna use Brook's effect to -1 cost to the Luffy. Swing 6 at life, minus another cost to the Luffy, mill 2 cards. And then I will discard a Marco blocker. Depending on what they do here, if they remove the Luffy with a Kaku, which is what I thought they were going to do, I'm obviously going to play the Ace, hold up 1. But since they left me the Luffy, I'm going to take this opportunity to swing unblockable with the Luffy by playing the Dragon, give 2 rest to Dawn to it, swing 8, unblockable, and then swing 9, he blocks. Pass turn. He's gonna go 5 and a 6 just to -1 cost, I'm assuming, and then play the Tempest Kick, the minus draw card, -3 cost, so that he can make the Luffy a 2-drop. He's gonna play Gecko for 8, play Rob Lucci into Spandam. Spandam's gonna search him a card, and Rob Lucci's gonna kill the Luffy. Pass turn. And I'm just gonna go another dragon. I don't feel really any in danger right now, just because I have the 2 1-drop events and I'm gonna be able to hold those up. So I play dragon, give 2 Restodon to my leader, swing 8, 9, 9, and it's just game from there. I have way too much counter in hand for him to kill me that turn. There's no way he's living the next turn unless he pops both dragons, which is unrealistic. So one more game for the Whitebeard strategy. It's against a Bonney player. They're gonna go first, so I'm going second. And I keep this hand. I don't know if this is a good hand or not, to be honest, but it seems good. It has Searcher, Whitebeard. I'm gonna play Nami into a Luffy. They're gonna swing 7, and I'll take the first one. I'm gonna go 6 at life. They're gonna tap the Nami, so I can't go 6/6, which is fine. I would have done that if they didn't do that, if it wasn't Bonney, but they're gonna play the I'm gonna play the Marco just to pass turn, get something on the field. I just don't think Marco's that good of a card. I think it's like good that it's searchable. Obviously, you don't want to whiff off your Weezo, but your Ezo. But I don't know how good like Marco's gonna be into this meta. It just feels not that good. They're gonna go 9 into 6. Maybe I should have just took this block. Yeah, 100% should have took that block and let the Marco die, because it's going to become a non-factor for the rest of the game. So that's a big misplay on my end. I'm going to go 7 at life with the Luffy here after they tap the Marco. Gonna go 6 into the Marco, and I'm like not punished for messing up, I guess, because they kill it and they attack into it anyway. Just let it die, and then play a Nami, take a Rad Beam. I was hoping to get a Luffy. It goes 7 at life. They're gonna be able to tap the Nami here. Oh, I didn't mention they played Bonney, stun the Luffy, pretty good. And then they're gonna 0-drop event. I'm just gonna play a Marco pass with no effect. And my next 2 turns are probably just planned out for me, just 9-drop, 9-drop. It's just a matter of what they are going to do. It's gonna go 8 into 6, and I feel like I have to let it go. Yeah. Especially since they're gonna swing at it with the Bonney, obviously. That's like the main reason, but also like they can just tap it with the leader. They're gonna go 8 at life, and I'm gonna protect this so I can Whitebeard this turn for value. And then play an Uro, get a Dawn active. I'm gonna play the 9-drop, swing with my AK before they tap it with. Obviously, don't swing with Marco first, so they can't tap my leader. Pass turn with 1 Dawn standing. They're gonna go 6 into the Marco. I probably just let it die, no effect. And then play 9-drop Zoro, and like on the spot, I'd probably lose. I mean, come on, 9-drop Zoro. So I'm gonna swing 10. They're obviously gonna tap the leader, or I thought they were gonna tap the leader. But I think they're trying to do this big brain play where they're trying to 10-drop Dofi next turn, so they choose not to tap the leader. Swing 8 with my leader, get value out of that, and then they're gonna tap the 9-drop so that they can 10-drop me next turn, which isn't a bad play by any means, but I don't know. I feel like I would have just tapped the leader, kept alive. And then they're, like I said, gonna 10-drop past turn. Gonna have a Dawn standing because of the Uro. Not I rip a dragon, but it's kind of a non-factor at this point. I feel like going to swing 6 with the Nami so that I can play blocker, hold up 2 for Rad Beam, so I don't completely die next turn. I feel like it was my only way of trying to survive, but even like there's no way I win. They can just go 6 leader, so 6 with Bonney, 6 leader, and then 10, whatever the hell it is with Zoro, 15, 15, 15 or something crazy. But they choose actually not to do that. They're gonna try and 10 drop me again, and they're gonna get so omega punished because I rip a Luffy off the top. I mean, that is the most sacky thing ever, I'll say. But it's kind of their fault for getting me another turn. Why would you not go for game there? You had it like 400 different ways. And like, if you know you lose to, and look, he says the only card I lose to is Luffy, and if you know the only card you lose to is Luffy, why would you play into the Luffy? Why don't you just swing out for game? The deck plays 4 of it. I mean, I don't know, but regardless, gonna go back to the deck here. So yeah, I think Whitebeard is still a very top meta contender. I think better players than I will figure out a better list than this. Like I said, literally a regional winning list from Peoria, -3 cards because I put in 2 dragon and 1 of the 0 drops. But I think Marco could go. I don't know how good this card is. It just feels bad, but I also am bad. So either way, GG's to those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.